common ebook and a banana. Hey. Woo! Oh, there is a campfire. Hey.
All right, so we're going to test the server drop rates with max awareness. This will be a little bit harder than we normally were testing stuff with. This is also a different character, a different account. So my alt account. Um, from what we saw, we looked around a little bit the other day. We don't have access to admin commands, so it takes us a lot longer to travel around. But we found 100 out of 100 toolbox and stuff the other day. A couple of good items, headphones, or ear muffs or whatever you want to say. So potentially there is the potential of awareness being pretty effective. From what I see online, there are some people saying that awareness can affect loot drops by 10%. So if we were to kind of look at that, you can see that. So you do 0.275, which is the drop rate at which we have. So how we learned to do this in math is basically you make two equations. So you have your percentage over 100, and then you do the x over your number, then you cross multiply divide. So 0.275 times 10 divided by 100. So you get this, which would be 10% of 0.275. As long as this is, how the calculation is done in game, I don't know. But then you add this to 0.275 and you get zero point 0.3. So back when we actually tested the game at 0.3 loot wise, or at least that's what the server guy said it was in the past, we found quite a bit of crafting materials and stuff, a lot more guns and things like that. So if that is the case, then that means that max awareness should be able to make the game a lot easier once you get to that. So on that mode, it makes awareness more valuable early into the game because it can help you with hunting and it can help you with finding loot. So I guess if you wanted to loot things, having awareness would be better. On the flip side, something that no one's probably told y'all, and I think you're missing out on, is I think you should dip your bananas in orange juice. I'm just saying, I did it just a second ago. It has a very pleasant kind of taste. Mm, banana and OJ. Now there is the potential that we die. We could also try and go to D4 Airport, do a run just with basic gear. The issue that I have with that is that this character, since he doesn't have access to admin commands, takes him a lot longer to craft stuff, which bothers me. I'm also thinking about using honey. So the other day I was thinking about making some cookies for winter, and I realized that I don't have any sugar in my house. I haven't bought any sugar in years. I had no idea. I just realized. But then I started thinking about, honey. It's sweet. It's not necessarily the best thing in the world for you, but it's better than sugar. So I might try to cook with sugar. Because honey has, antioxidants and things. Plus, it's basically like sugar. It doesn't really spoil. Sugar doesn't really spoil either. But honey does have a little bit of vitamins and antioxidants. Antibacterial, can help you with wounds, can help you with, sore throats. The only thing that bothers me is that it's basically bee vomit. It kind of bugs me to think about it that way. Because essentially the bees get the pollen, and they go to the hive, and then they throw the bee vomit up. And that isn't, necessarily bad. The enzymes or whatever transition it. It's not that big of a deal. But the issue is that the bees are vomiting repeatedly into each other's mouths. So it's not just one bee's vomit. You're getting all of it all at once. You're French kissing just a full hive of drunk bees. In my head, it just kind of doesn't feel right. That being said, there's like shamans and stuff that talk about bees and all that. So look at that beer. Yeah, we found this diary headset toolbox. I don't remember where we are though, so that is a problem. Let's go ahead and take this beer, I guess. Is an American Pale Ale type of beer, brought to you by Leppy Decky Brewery. It's aimed to keep you warm and happy on those cold nights filled with puppet sounds, gunshots, and unrecognizable voice chat in your close proximity. Can make a Christmas gift. A little bit of protein, carbs, energy. Alright. I haven't really drunk the beer or anything in this game. I don't know what town I'm in, though. That's the problem here. That's a snow mountain. I'm assuming we're somewhere near B3, perhaps? We have melee weapons. We don't have a melee weapon on us, though, so... Perhaps we should make one. See, this is what bugs me, okay? It just takes so long at the very beginning. Awareness is a skill that enables you to notice or be aware of clues, items, camouflage enemies, and other things. And other things. And other things. Like whatever that is, I'm guessing. Why is that glowing? Is that the moon or is that like a fire? I think that's the moon. That's a lot of rags, holy crap. It's way more than I was expecting, to be honest. So we need to make a rope. Hop up. Improvised rope. Improvised rope. Now, if we can figure out what town we're in, this is going to be a lot easier. Also kind of sucks that we can't just spawn picks and things like that to test this, but I don't really feel like remaking the other account, so it's kind of where we're at. Wire and scrap metal. So this is what you got to realize is that on the other character, stuff like this just normally in buildings you don't find. It's not very common that we find them. So the fact that there is things spawning in these buildings is either coincidence or there's actually a benefit to the awareness skill right now. I really feel like this is somewhere near Castle. So we're finding more scrap and stuff in these individual buildings. For sure. Why can't I? Couldn't pull it out. I mean, we're seeing quite a few things in containers, so I can't necessarily rule it out that we're actually finding stuff. Definitely more than what we would be getting, because this... I mean, it was paper and bobby pins, but that's still something that wasn't... I don't think there's any more rocks over here. Let's just go ahead and make a spear. Well, that's not good now, is it? This is actually not good. I don't really know why they were attracted to me, though. That's the problem. Well, that's not good. That's really not good. We shouldn't die here, but it's just going to take too long to heal, which I don't really want. 3 rags for a C1. 4 rags for a C1 bleed with no medical. That's a lot. Those are like 50% durability too. Guessing they just heard the tree bush. Gotta love not having medical. Now you can take these 70s. Those 70s are pretty good. See, this is so like rubber. I mean, we're finding a decent bit of stuff in containers right now. I would say far more than the other guy. So starting awareness would have a benefit on a low loot server from what we're seeing. As long as everyone else hasn't, loaded the loot in and all that good stuff.
hearing was held on motions November 18th, and the court transferred the motions to quash to Miss Jen was in a different court, and they say pursuant to that, we now have motions here, Judge. This is Jen's lawyers explaining what happened. So they tell the judge, all right, well, we were in a different court, and so we're going to be filing all this here with you now. We're providing you notice. They say, here's what we've got. All of these are briefed, ready for you, Judge, and they're right for your decision, which we're going to read. We've got Jen Psaki's motion, a brief and supporting exhibits, and a bunch of other stuff all attached. They say the legal standards to quash a motion or quash a deposition for high-ranking officials has been articulated, and therefore we ask for an expedited ruling because Jen Psaki, like she is scheduled for depo soon. They say additionally, defendants request that if the court denies the motion, things remain in effect. Counsel for defendants have confirmed with Psaki, who stated that Psaki all this is being attached. So now it's filed in two different places. You see two different case numbers. One's filed in a different district, and they transferred it over, and they're just giving us notice that it's sort of being refiled. Now this is Jen Psaki's final reply. Okay, so she files a motion to quash.
I think I know what town this is.
Say no, we want to depo you. She says, Jen Psaki's reply to the states. She says, I'm trying to quash your subpoena. I don't want to talk about anything. We have a preliminary statement they read. The state's opposition to Psaki and her motion to quash the subpoena fails to demonstrate that any motion Psaki has to craft an injunction against the government. The states want the government to stop polluting the big tech. So they're saying that, look, any ability Jen Psaki has to help you craft an injunction against the federal government, it's not worth it. It outweighs the significant burdens imposed on her in preparing and sitting for a deposition as a non-party former high-ranking official. She was in the secretary. She doesn't even know anything anymore. And the states say
Get out of my house! Could use this vest. Oh, we're gonna die here. If we fight this, we die. Oh god, we're gonna die anyway. Use the bush as best we can.
exceptional circumstances justifying the transfer. They say this is the only court considering Psaki's arguments about the burden of a deposition on her as a non-party. The issues raised in this matter are severable. Therefore, the subpoena should be quashed. Okay, that's their intro.
Maybe look at C2 bunker. Hello?
liaisons, and the states say, we want to know exactly where she was. She was at the center of this whole saga.
Oh, this was my other guy's quad.
And they say that that was so that they could identify who was responsible for, quote, censoring Americans online and what method they used. They said a fully effective preliminary injunction lists from the states will not only enjoin the government in general terms from trampling on free speech rights on social media, but it's also going to enjoin specific actors most directly engaged in that unlawful conduct. But they say the record's clear. To the extent that the states are entitled to this information, they can get it from other people. They don't need to get it from Psaki. They say, here's why. They say the states do not deny they've already amassed a ton of information about communications between the feds and social media companies that can help. They've already produced over 15,000
20%
pages to the government. They've already given
cutting
the
that
states
willy
15,000
warmer.
pages of material, which include the identities of officials communicating with social media companies as well. They say that the states serve third-party subpoenas. They went to Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn. The states filed subpoenas to go get information, seeking the identities of which is just not incredible, by the way. So absolute shout out to Eric Schmidt and Missouri and all of the AGs who are behind this. I mean, they're doing amazing work. They're already subpoenaing all of the big tech companies seeking their identities about misinformation and the nature of those communications. And the states identified dozens of federal officials in contact with these companies. And now the states are in the process of deposing several current officials who can provide direct information of the sort that the states want. In light of this extensive information, Saki's lawyers say plaintiffs, the states have not shown why they need Saki. They got all that other information. Why do they need her? Secondly, they write plaintiffs merely speculate based on her press briefings, which we watched a lot now, that Ms. Saki can identify other federal officials and provide additional information about the communications. Right? She's in the center. But she worked with all these people. They're just presuming she knows, but does she? They say that the government responded and they gave Saki's answers. And she already identified which people she was referring to in her statements, in her interrogatories, which is just sort of like a list of questions that you answer. As the states notes, the press secretary qualified her responses by stating her office could, quote, only
We're going to
speak
see
to
how much we can find in the
statements
C2 bunker. If there's a lot in the C2 bunker, awareness definitely has an impact for sure.
Saki herself can provide.
Okay, so we need that.
They're saying, Saki was responding in the interrogatories, but they were like very, very amorphous. It's probably something like, well, I don't have a clear recollection of this, but based on my memory and the way that these events have come to me at this date, it seems that this was how I saw it. But I also know that there could be more that I could learn, and there may be more that I remember in the future. Okay, so basically everything she said in that middle statement has no meaning at all.
Yeah, there's definitely a higher probability here for sure.
Yes, and you got to get it from them. If they don't have firsthand knowledge, then you don't need them. Okay, these different layers. After the first-hand knowledge threshold is crossed in determining whether exceptional circumstances exist to warrant a deposition, a court may consider the high-ranking status of the deponent. Jen Psaki, press secretary, pretty high rank in front of the media every day. Probably meeting with the president a lot. The potential, a local president, I don't know. The potential burden that the deposition
So, as you can see so far, if we don't have any awareness skill on this server, pretty much every single container that's in this bunker would be basically empty for the most part. Now, this is awareness at max, which people have said increases it by 10%. So if the loot is at 0.275, then it's 10%. There's a tourniquet. And if this is 10% of 275, that gives another 0.07 or 275. Which means that all of this stuff that we're finding, it's because we are at 0.3 loot. Potentially. Now, from going to finding no loot in this bunker to being able to find a shotgun, harmonicas, magazines, ammunition, antibiotics, and stuff, this is a huge bonus to anyone that plays on a server like this. But the thing is, too, is as far as I know, the loot is affected by who enters the area. So I don't know if you have to search the container with awareness for it to get the loot, or if the player with the awareness just needs to be in the area for the loot to spawn. But potentially that means even if nobody shows onto the server with awareness, over time it would get easier, which means that if you want the loot to end up at 0.275, you would essentially have to go and lower it down even lower to where it would be extremely difficult to start off the beginning of the game, and you'd basically find no loot anywhere. And then once you got to max awareness, then a bunch of stuff would spawn. Now I'm not going to search the whole bunker. We're just going to go back to the trading post, and I'm going to sell this stuff and show you the difference. So before, because we still have this whole area up here to search and everything else if we wanted to up here. There's still plenty of more boxes and stuff, right? So we can all agree on that. Now, starting this game, I mean, just a lower loot server in general is going to make it to where it's very hard to decide between different skills, because medical early, because you're not going to be able to level this as fast, and it can help you survive combat, which is already a big thing. Survival, which is going to help you save all the time compared to everyone else, getting lost, directions, crafting stuff, building bases, leveling your skills. Engineering, which would give you access to guns and stuff, or guns and ammunition directly off the bat of the game. But awareness has a vital role, which would help you increase your hunting ability at the beginning of the game and help you increase your money that you can get from bunkers and things like this as well. So now we can already see that this is drastically a lot more stuff than what you would get without any awareness at all. Because if you've seen any of the other videos that I've did with 0.275 awareness, you've seen that even this bunker is very rare that I found anything. And even when I did find a gun in this bunker, there was nothing really in the containers. Okay. And then when I went to D4 Airport, even Naval Base, there wasn't really much of anything spawning in any container. So this is just with max awareness. It has a benefit for sure. This, I know these will sell for a lot. These probably won't. Painkillers will probably be decent. We already got a scalpel, a bayonet, a shotgun, a harmonica. So at this point, looking at this, and we have this gunpowder, and we have the a diary, so we can make ammunition right now for the shotgun and stuff. All we have to do is go get scrap metal. So the whole point right now is that, you know, I made this server as hard as I could, okay? And I haven't had players on the server yet, which would slow down the loot. But the fact that someone with awareness can can come in and grab all of this at the very beginning, huge power spike compared to someone that has to go hunt. Like this pump shotgun versus somebody with a crafted shotgun, night and day difference. Huge benefit here. Plus, this character is going to be able to hear people, animals easier. He's going to be able to hunt the animals easier and track them. So for money generation, this would already be very, very good. But this shotgun right here is already like 4,000, 5,000, 6,000. Okay. Then you got to realize that this is just one loot run. So this is just one loot run at the very beginning of the server. And you can go and do this repeatedly, which is going to give him a drastic bonus compared to everyone else, because this isn't very far away from this trader. But what this does mean, though, is that if you want to find guns and find decent loot that's going to help you with kill boxes and help you find screwdrivers and all of that, so want to be more PvP focused, you're pretty much going to be forced into using awareness, and then you're not going to have the engineering to craft the ammunition very easily. So you're going to have to level your engineering and survival up, whereas the people that take survival and things are going to have to level up their awareness. And then if you take either of those, you're going to have to level up your medical, so the person that has medical still has a benefit compared to everyone else as well. But we'll see how much money we made. So on this server, a deer, something like that, is selling for, or not a deer, a wolf is selling for like 400 or 500. I think that damaged our knife.
What's up? If you're trying to rob the place, I guarantee you, I'm well armed.
I guess we would probably keep the shotgun. We can see how much it sells for, though. All right, so 100 something, 100 something this. That shotgun's 735. You'd probably keep that. Probably sell the gas mask early because we don't have the supplies to go into a kill box at the moment. So there is that.
That
But
thing
you could
registered?
potentially keep the gas mask if you want
Okay.
to. So that's
Nobody
already
cares.
enough to cover a wolf anyway. Then we have magazines, which we can sell. So now we're floating a little bit over what a wolf would be.
Goodbye.
Also, this shotgun is a high durability, which is really strong, if we're going to be honest.
I'll have a look.
Alright, so another 500 and something for these, another 300 and something for these painkillers, 158 for this, 260 for the tourniquet. So we could keep that tourniquet to help us as well. But for
Never
this, we'll
mind
just go ahead
about
and
the
sell it.
expiration date. Those are fake anyway. All in good.
Freaking puppets, my guys.
Hello, what is your name?
Okay. So
Go
we're
ahead.
already
You'll need
almost
you
up to
sooner or later.
2,000.
All in good health.
I got a military compass that we can sell if we want to. Why there's so many puppets in here, I have no idea. This is an absurd amount of puppets. I cannot even... There's another one somewhere. Holy crap. There's another one somewhere.
What's up? If you're trying to
So
rob the
military
place,
compass
I
is
guarantee
already
you,
another couple
I'm well
hundred.
armed.
Gunpowder, a couple hundred.
That thing registered. Kidding.
So that gets us to the
Nobody
2,000
cares.
mark. Then we got to go over to the old merchant over here.
Hello, what is your emergency?
This guy doesn't buy scalpels. That's weird.
Oh.
A lot of puppets in this place.
Welcome, welcome. Feel free to browse
Harmonica,
around.
book, lock. Let's just sell everything. Scalpel. We'd probably keep the needle because those things are pretty rare.
Let's see what you have.
So we're looking at about 3,000 bucks for one run through of that bunker. To put that into consideration, that's about 6 to 8 wolves that somebody who hunts would have to go and get. And this is on a very low loot server.
Welcome, stranger.
So I don't even know exactly how I can get this. So we know that 0.275 is about kind of where I think the sweet spot is. So let's go 0.25 times 0.25 times 10 divided by 100. Okay. Yeah, so you do a 0.25 plus 0.025 to get where we were at. So if it is 10%, then we need to go down to 2.5, which 2.5 is like the lowest that I've went to where I can actually still find stuff in the world, but it makes things extremely, extremely rare in the world. So that's the only thing I can figure, and I don't think I would really want to go any lower than that because it takes you forever just to find like a scrap metal when it's that low. But you can already see that we have, you know, this plus the shotgun, which can sell for about 700. If we buy the shotgun, we're looking at 11,000 or no. Yeah, no. 9,000, 10,000. Techco. Yeah, so we're looking at about 10,000 there that we saved. That is a massive power spike compared to everyone else, right? But we don't have the ability to craft the ammunition yet. But with a shotgun, it's not that hard to get to medium engineering to craft the ammo. We already had the diary, we had the gunpowder, we had the other stuff I can't even remember. But we just need the scrap metal, and we'd be able to make bullets, so it wouldn't be that bad. But then we go down here and we look at like a slugs. They're like $1,000. Buckshot's probably a little less. So buckshot's 700 or something. So you take a box of buckshot, you get 30 rounds. You take one of those for a wolf, you can go buy more and more buckshot. It wouldn't be that big of a deal. But this right here, massive power spike on a server. Guys running around with bows and arrows and stuff at the beginning of the game, and you have a pump shotgun with slugs. That's a big deal. So I got 9 rounds inside of this pump shotgun right now. And each one of these can just instantly kill somebody. So this is kind of a quick run through over the awareness skill in the low loot server. We can already see that it has a drastic impact on the amount of loot that you can find. So if you do want a low loot server and you want it to kind of stay relatively hard as the game progresses, instead, then you probably want to lower your loot down to at least 0.25. But if you want the game to get easier as players level up, then 0.275 seems pretty decent. So thank you for watching on that one, and we'll come back here in a little bit and test out